Hello, my name is Thomas Kennedy. This is for my physics project. I'm in section FOB 1112, and today I'm going to talk about how an object's mass has an effect on its buoyancy. Now, basically, if an object's mass is greater than the buoyancy, it's going to sink. And if the buoyancy is greater than the weight, the object will float. But however, if the weight does equal the same thing as the buoyancy, they're going to stay at a certain level. You can have it near the top, you can have it near the bottom. It's basically like a fish, how a fish can swim around. If it's, like say if I was to place a rock in a pool of water, the rock will instantly sink to the bottom. But if I was to stick something light in, such as styrofoam, styrofoam would float. So today I'm going to demonstrate how that is true. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate this process right now, but I have a pitcher full of water, and I also have a tub that would catch the water in, and I have an object. I have a paper clip, and I also have a tip of a pen, a rubber tip of a pen. So basically what you're going to want to do is, I'm going to test it out with the rubber tip of the pen first. So if I was to put this in the water, this right now has, its mass is less than the buoyancy force. So if I was to put it in the water, it's going to float. So I put it in, and I don't know if you're able to see it, but if you can, the tip is floating at the very top of the water, and it's going to sit there. Now the paper clip, on the other hand, if I was to take this and I was to put it in the water, it's going to sink to the bottom because its mass is greater than the buoyancy force. So I'm going to drop it in, and it goes straight to the bottom and doesn't come back up. I don't know if you're able to see it, but I'll pour some water out. The paper clip is at the very bottom, it's right here, and the tip of the pen is right up top up here. Now also another cool thing about buoyancy force is, if I was to have an object, say such as this can of bug spray that's right here, and I was to place it in this bucket full of water, the amount of water that would be displaced would be that is what's equal to the volume of the can of bug spray. So I'm going to put this in the bucket of water, and as I place it in, the water level is slowly going to rise, and water will come out of it, and the amount of water that comes out, well, since this isn't to scale, it will basically be the amount of volume of a bug spray that it would be in this size of water. So I'm going to place it in here. And I don't know if you can see it, but the water is slowly coming out. A good amount of water came out. And I don't have a way to measure it, but that is how you would find out the volume of an object, which also relates to buoyancy force. So all you really need to remember with buoyancy force is that if the weight of an object is greater than the buoyancy force, the object is going to sink. If the weight is equal to the buoyancy force, the object can float. It'll basically be like a fish in the ocean. It can go near the top, it can go near the bottom. But if the buoyancy force is greater than the amount of weight that is inside the object's going to float, such as a piece of styrofoam. So buoyancy force is pretty cool, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you get a good grade on it too. I hope you have a wonderful day.